Hey guys, Asal here, and welcome to the Recon Rodeo. This is a new series that I want to start, and as you might have guessed it, I want to focus on the Recon class, because with the way my channel is set up right now, I have like next to no Recon gameplay, and it's a big part of the game. It's 1/4 of the game. There's 4 classes if you want to look at it that way. But anyways, I just really never get the chance to play Recon, because usually when I'm playing with any given setup, it's often for a video. So I want to play some Recon. I want to bring you guys some Recon footage. So the name Recon Rodeo isn't set in stone by any means. I am accepting suggestions for different names though. I might just end up sticking with Recon Rodeo, but if something super creative comes up, I might go with that as well. So I would like to quickly point out this series won't necessarily be solely sniping, as I really want to work with the Recon class, maybe try out some different weapons, shotguns, DMRs, carbines, what have you, with some of the Recon gadgets, and just kind of try for some interesting combinations, because as of right now, as I've said, I think I only have 2 Recon videos on my channel, and that's not enough in my opinion. I really want to cover all aspects of the game. So guys, with that, let's jump straight into this episode of the Recon Rodeo. So now, traditionally when it comes to playing Battlefield, I really like being up close and personal. I really favor infantry combat, especially in tight close maps. Like Operation Locker is one of my favorite maps by far, and that kind of carried over when I was playing Recon and just sniping, because I don't often do this, and just because I think of the way I play, I really like to get up close and personal, and I really like sniping people from like, I don't know, sub 25 meters. I find that really exciting. Like, not really quick scoping, but because quick scoping doesn't really work just because of the way the game mechanics are. There's a little bit of a delay with that full accuracy when you aim down sights, so it doesn't really work. Though you can kind of make it work. It's just not as instantaneous as true quick scoping COD mad hacks might be. So I've just noticed that I really like to be close quarters, and I've found that for the most part, I tried like a Cobra sight or a 1x sight, but it doesn't work for me. I tried a 4x, it really wasn't working for me as well. I found that the 7 or 8 just seems to be right in that sweet spot where you can get like that 50 to 100, maybe even 200 meter kills, but then at the same time, you're not really that limited when you're up close, because it's not a huge magnification. And then you can add the variable zoom as well to get that extra magnification if you do want to go for those super long range kills, which I don't go for much of, because quite honestly, I'm not the greatest sniper. Now in this particular video, I am using the JNG90 sniper rifle. It's a bolt action sniper rifle, and I didn't really have any reason for choosing it, because as I've said, I don't really know a lot about the Recon class. So I basically just picked one, and I thought I'd work my way from there. So in the future, I do plan on definitely comparing them and seeing what's better for what, what's worse for what, and just kind of seeing where each gun stands among the others. Now, as I said, I'm not the greatest sniper, so this is really a learning experience for me as much as it is for you. Now, I will say I'm not really a fan of the default sights that come with the JNG90. They have that the little chevron sight with that little triangle, and I'm not the biggest fan of that at all. I just find it hard to line up shots. I really prefer just the standard crosshairs. I find it really easy to line up shots with that, especially when you're trying to line someone up from range and you're accounting for that bullet drop. I find it kind of difficult to kind of line that person up directly in the middle if you're aiming a little bit above them, just because you don't have that direct solid line to line them up with. So the sights I'm not really a fan of, and it actually takes a while to unlock a regular crosshair sight. You need to actually get them in a battle pack, which is kind of lame, though I did have the 20x sight with this weapon, and I tried it out a little bit, but honestly, that thing it's ridiculous. I don't even want to try a 40x sight. I don't really think they're the greatest sights ever, unless of course you're trying to go for that 1,000 meter headshot, which I don't plan on doing for a while at least. I'm sure at some point I will dabble in that, but for the most part, I was kind of sticking to like 200, 100. I didn't really want to go too far, just because, as I've said, it just really isn't enjoyable to me, and I really prefer to be up close and personal and just get those close range headshots with the sniper rifle. Now, I'm not exactly sure if you could call what I was doing aggressive Recon, because I wasn't really being that aggressive. I was being fairly passive. I mean, aggressive to me is just kind of going like full out, just like quick scoping hardcore, but I suppose in reality the definition of aggressive Recon really is just anything where you're not passively sitting back. So I mean, that's something I suppose you could call this, but for the most part I found that when I got like really close and just kind of went all out and I was trying to get those really close quarter snipes, not working out. I died a lot, and it did take me a while to get all these clips. So I mean, a video makes me look a lot better than I really am. For the most part, I miss probably, I don't know, 70% of my shots, maybe even more than that. And as I've said, it's just I'm not the greatest at aiming with the sniper. I'm not really the greatest with the bullet drop, but as I've said, it's a learning experience, and I do intend to get as good as I can with the bolt action snipers. So guys, that just what wraps up today's first episode of the Recon Rodeo. So guys, remember, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more Battlefield content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And guys, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.